Yeah, so, So we've got Dennis on the bottom, and Gase will be on the top. I'm probably going to spell Dennis's last name wrong, but we'll give it a shot. These guys are both 3-1.
According to the pairing updates, it's Reinhardt.
Cool.
Yes, that. And then good luck spelling gooses. There he is. Did you get his?
Working on it. Is it Gosse?
Yep. And
What's the
then
first initial of his last name?
here, I'll spell it out. It's
Okay. Zeilstra.
Zelstra. I think actually it's flipped, Jerry.
Oh, see, they
Because
were
it's like,
sitting on the other sides.
yeah, I think they flipped it on you. Go yell at them.
Well, I can just,
No, no, go yell at them.
not that too, but I can just move them. Move these little things. Why are you doing this to me? So yeah, I mean, Gus is also a European player, so I think he's pretty
Yeah,
much the
he
only.
well, he's an honorary American.
Yeah, he's living here now, but
Oh,
made.
that by the way, if you're not paying attention on stream, that Dennis Reinhardt moving up so smooth.
This is kind of fun.
I was like, man, that's just it's like it's automatically moving up. That's pretty
Move.
impressive.
And now Gosse is gonna move down. This is the easiest way because if I try to click and drag it, then it like clicks other things on the screen and tries to
Right.
drag those instead. So it's actually just easier to do it this way. Because every
Uh,
time I try to grab it, I would end up grabbing the Star Wars logo or like.
right. Yeah, go. I I don't know when it's moving on your side or when you got it fixed.
Should be set now.
So, also for anybody wondering, the deck box up top, the decks, it's a very decent deck box
What kind
to
of
use.
what kind of deck boxes are those?
It's basically similar to Ultimate Guard, but they're much cheaper and they have that red felt interior. The
Okay.
only downside to their deck boxes that I've found is the two decks with the dice in the middle do not actually uh, it's not as nice as the Ultimate Guard.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I use the Ultimate Guard one myself, but those ones do look
yeah,
pretty nice.
I mean, they're like I said, that like that model right there, I think it's like $19 versus 28 for the Ultimate Guard version of it. So they're a
Looks
bit
like that
cheap.
holds a few less cards than the Ultimate Guard one. Like I like that little
Uh,
middle section that the Ultimate Guard one has. You can use for holding extra
well,
stuff.
so he has a single deck box plus the dice tray is what he has.
Oh, okay.
So it's about the same as the Ultimate Guard. That
Okay, that's fair.
they should both hold 100 plus cards, double
Okay.
sleeve.
One of my local players, Bob, he says he has one. So yeah, maybe Bob, next time you bring yours to the next tournament, I'll take a look at it and see if I like it.
Yeah.
You kind of
Well
want to
then,
play Star
Justin,
Wars
you
CCG?
should have gone to Endor.
Hey man, KTOD could have crushed this meta. I have a feeling
I mean, they could just crush any meta.
they usually do. So yeah.
Actually, what's funny is the first game I'm 1-0 against Justin in person. He's beat me online a couple times. but it was like the worst game of our like of Star Wars I could ever imagine. I was playing flagship operations and he was playing profit. So very entertaining matchup.
So we've got Power of the Hut, Kuat Drive Yards, and Combat Response from Gossa. So Power of the Hut. So you think is that like some no idea tech to like pull EFAT Mon and protect your bunker? I mean,
Possibly.
obviously, I mean
Uh,
more than just no idea, but like every light side deck has a Cornhorn
knowing
and a.
knowing him like I do, he's got the Java sail barge or space cruiser somewhere.
All right.
Like this is what he does. I
The
remember
three
he
starting effects for map in the last round were Alert My Star Destroyer and Bow to the First Order and the other map starting effect. I will finish what you started or whatever it's called.
yeah. Um but yeah, knowing him, it probably pulls Java space cruiser from his deck. Um Possibly the Effont man for the protection like you were
Because I mean,
saying.
yeah, he makes it so that no spies can deploy to the same site,
Right.
and that's EOPS really likes to have the when
Right.
to get flipped, you got to have the established secret base and ominous rumors out. So
Right.
all right, at least so we got we don't have a map deck. We've had 4 games and 3 map decks, so we don't have map. We're very excited.
And to be honest, I would not be surprised if he was actually playing the Java sail barge somewhere too.
Oh yeah, I hope he
Like
is.
it's he almost always seems to. So like if he can find a way to put it in there, I'm sure he did.
So it's kind of hard to see what Dennis started in terms of starting effects, but I'm guessing it's Walkling like my father before me, and then Insurrection Aim High. But
Yeah, it's definitely a combo card on top, and that looks like one of the crappy V slips that Chris Kelly was handing out at some point for his special, like my father before me.
okay.
Yeah, Kyle might crush. Kyle might also get drunk halfway through and forget what he's
Hey
doing.
Phil.
So
Oh, say, has you already win or lose or? That was quick.
What's going down?
I got Phil. We got Dennis and Gasse. We got EOPS with Power of the Hut. That's kind of cool.
Oh, sweet.
hey
So
Phil,
yeah, there's Rob. He says hi.
Oh, what's up, Rob? Good to see you, buddy.
good to
Um,
see you too.
he's just waiting for Vic to show up so they can start playing their game.
Oh,
Yes, we're apparently starting on big time.
You're both 3-1, though, right?
Oh, I'm 2-2.
You're 2-2.
I have no
Okay.
idea what Vic is.
Okay.
He's 3-1.
2-2. Who did you lose to? I know you lost to Bill Kafer. What was the other one?
I lost to Bill Kafer and I lost to Brian Mishke.
Okay, those are
Yeah.
those are pretty good players. I mean, Bill had a good start. He lost his last game, but
He'll get it
that's
together.
those are two good players. Well, Bill had a good start.
he's a Dejarg Brotherhood member. I can make fun of Bill. It's okay. And Justin Desai says hi, Phil. Well,
Hey,
he
Justin.
spelled your name wrong. He called you Fick.
Okay. I mean, I'm playing Vic.
You're
so
waiting for Vic.
Like,
Fick and
it
Vic.
makes sense.
Yeah, the battle of Fick versus
So we need to come to Endor next year.
Yes, everyone is encouraging a KTOD invasion of Endor next year. So
Even if we have to lose because you guys came, I'd still be happy to see you.
make it happen, Justin. Get Steve and Johnny and maybe even Mike Jim. He hasn't been to a big tournament in a long time.
True.
Vic. He came out to something not too long ago. He came out to an NPC.
Okay. All right. So there's the ominous rumors.
I'm just waiting for that Java sail barge.
And we want to see the sail barge come out. You start Power in the Hut. I certainly expect certain things to come out of your deck. I want to see Efontmon protecting the bunker.
He's holding his cards too far down. Can't see.
So yeah, Destiny is done. So maybe we do have a chance of getting Mike Gem back. Good call.
Actually, Mike is trying to set up a players committee for
A players
Destiny.
committee for Destiny. Virtual dice. Gonna make
Yeah, actually,
dice
they
with
were
little
talking
stickers on them.
They were talking about doing virtual dice where you had stickers that could replace other ones on there. I was like, man, that's dedication.
Virtual dice. I like the sound of that.
I mean, honestly, like there were ways you could have done the dice better. I think that's what did the game in was the dice production got so hard for 'em.
It's just
All right.
expensive to reproduce them.
Yeah,
All right, so then Gasse is going to pull the Mustafar Vader's Castle and Mustafar. So you use Squat Drive Yards, pay 2 to get that, pay 1 to get the Vader's Castle. It's pretty. You spend 3 to get 3 icons, basically. That's how
Yep.
that works.
pretty good start. for activation.
He
I
got
mean,
the
he's got
accelerate for
bridge.
the bridge,
Yeah.
and then
So he's got what 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 next turn. 12.
yeah, Hiko's not going to give you too many more icons throughout the rest of the game, though. They might end
I
up
mean, he's
putting.
not giving up that much for himself either. He
True, yeah.
doesn't have.
With
He missed his.
did he miss the Endor shield pull?
Yeah, he did.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, so he's giving up
He's giving up 2 more
more,
icons than you'd
more than
like.
certain, right? Especially first turn into Hitco.
Yeah, that's tough. You really like to get
Uh,
that Endor shield pull.
right. Looks like he's got Phantom Menace, Fett, a
It's
green
definitely,
card.
yeah, definitely probably a lightsaber of some kind.
I can't tell what the other character
Or I guess
is.
maybe it could be like a tie cannons or something. He's probably running matching
Right.
ties since he has combat response.
Um,
But I suppose it could be bounty hunter ships too if he's running Power of the Hut.
with
Definitely.
him, I can't even tell you.
Yeah, yeah. He's a player that I'm not super familiar with in terms of what he likes to play. So
He came to Texas Mini Worlds a while back, and I hung out with him all weekend, and then we've talked back and forth over the years on deck. So I have a decent idea, but
I know he's on the design team also. So
right. And he's one of those players I like having up there because he thinks outside the box. He's not.
yeah, he doesn't just play map and TRM every time.
In fact, if he sat down with Map or TRM, I think I would actually just wake up in
Just
a
flip the
Twilight.
table. Yeah, Twilight Zone. So Dennis
So docking
pulls.
bay pool, so that's at least insurrection combo. We're
Yep,
right.
yep. Just got 2 docking bays out now. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's like my father before me, Walkling and Insurrection Aim High.
Right. And I'm pretty sure it's like my father before me, because
Yeah.
why else would you play Hitco over TRM
Right.
than to get that effect? Right. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it looks like one of the Chris Kelly's crappy ones.
Chris Kelly Esquire to you.
I like how it's written as Chris Kelly Esquire.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for joining us here for the Endor live stream, Game
I wish
5.
his PC handle was Chris Kelly Esquire.
That would be pretty good. Didn't it used to be like Indiana Jones
Yeah,
or something? Yeah.
Should have said Esquire at the end.
Indiana Jones Jedi Knight, I think is what it
Yeah.
was before.
And it should have said Indiana Jones Jedi Knight Esquire.
Esquire.
Alright, well, looks like Rescue in the Clouds got grabbed.
Yep, that was pretty early on.
Yeah.
He played one, so probably playing the second one, he's like, all right, let's stop those Rescue in the Clouds shenanigans.
Right. I
Grab
mean,
it.
it kind of signals he might be playing some close calls or something. Sorry, I just read Chris's comment.
Yeah, it was
That's
good.
why I just started laughing in the middle of what I was saying.
That was really good.
I would imagine that he's got, close calls or something he might want to play later without fear of getting them canceled, rather than just getting Rescue off the table.
Alright, so now we'll see what Gossett comes up with on his second turn.
I'm pretty sure it's Java Space Cruiser at the top.
Jabba Space Cruiser, yeah, definitely is. There's the Endor shield pull. So, he was probably looking for something with Power of the Hut, or with
no, 'cause he
for
could find-
Endor shield or Endor.
Yeah. I was
and-
like, because he could find the top card with Power of the Hut.
Yeah.
It looks pretty standard, other than the Space Cruiser.
Yeah, I saw Saber 1.
I saw no sail barge.
Yeah, I didn't see a sail barge or a passenger deck or anything. You probably don't need that stuff.
I mean, you're right, you don't need it, but I fully
If you're
expected
running
him-
Power of the Hut, right? Yeah.
No, I just fully expected him to put it in.
Are you done?
That show was not equipped to answer, and Joe probably can, so I walked away. So
Gotcha.
sorry.
What happened?
Oh, sorry. Hayes is out here in the hallway. I'm like, you're not done already. He was because Hayes is matched up against his brother. They're both 4-0s, but he's just got a rule question, and Hayes wanted to
Oh.
leave the room, so he didn't learn any more extra information.
I was like,
I was
Hayes
like-
finished a match in 5 minutes?
Yeah, against his brother.
Not even that. Hayes finished the match in 5 minutes. You
Yeah,
can tell him I
I
said
was
that.
thinking about putting the Hunter versus Hunter matchup on, but it would have been another map deck. I'm just like, I'm not doing it. Sorry, guys.
I mean, that would have been. It certainly would have been cool, but like, I mean, the 3-1 versus 3-1 with
Yeah, this will
not
work.
too bad.
Yeah, something a little different.
I mean, it's likely that one of these guys makes top 8, so being able to showcase as many
Right.
people that make top 8 during the day would be nice.
Right. Yeah, looking like Dennis is having a good start to his day as well as Gasse. So
Yep.
we'll see if they can keep it going. One of these guys will be 4-1 after this, and
Right.
just got to win two
I mean,
more games, really.
I think 5-3 will get you in.
We got 40 players, so I mean there might be one 5-3 that makes it. I wouldn't count on multiple 5-3s making it.
Uh,
Huh?
I don't know. Like, the pairings can go either way. It's
Yeah.
hard in this game to know because of pair up and pair downs that happen so much.
Right.
If a bunch of pair ups pair downs keep winning, pair ups keep losing, then or the other way around, pair downs keep.
What you got, Chris? Chris Schoenthal?
Are we there?
He's right there.
Is that Robbie?
That's Robbie. So that's
Hey,
kind.
Robbie, long time. How you been?
Hey, Chris. So
I can
glad
barely hear
everybody's
through
coming
his
out.
mic. I'm mostly just here to make sure that Jerry publicly acknowledges the brilliance of my social media posts on air.
So it's just the post with the Hunter squared matchup.
Oh,
So if you're on the is that their Facebook or
Yeah,
Twitter?
it's on the page and in the group. So
Yeah. So yeah,
really funny. As well.
Hunter are playing against each other, and there's a good little quip there by Schoenthal.
so it looks like F-Hop Man came out.
Yep.
He's a bunker.
And then
And-
Mithrondo aboard the space cruiser.
Yep. Just call him Thron, man. Just Thron.
Just Thrawn.
Possibly no lightsaber pool for Luke.
Doesn't look like it. He's getting a verify for something.
Yep.
He might have one in hand though.
So 2 ships in reserve.
Yep.
Looks like Queen's Royal Starship and
Tantive. Yeah, people have been running that Rick in Queen's Royal Starship a little bit more. It's pretty solid.
that would be some Chris Kelly tech, I believe.
Yep. Chris Kelly Esquire.
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot how hard it is for kids named Chris Kelly to get an email. I like how he also says for a kid named Chris Kelly, as if like as a kid he was a lawyer with the Esquire title. Apparently, Chris Kelly's a really smart guy and got his law degree as a kid.
You know, he's a busy dude.
I believe it. I mean, he didn't have a lot to root for when he was a kid because the Yankees sucked.
So he's got Ray with lightsaber.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that is one that was given out this year at Endor. That Ray with lightsaber.
It's a good picture.
Yeah, I have one of those here as well. I can show it to you guys a little bit better.
Oh, sure, just show off. Oh, look, he spread out his effects. Now that we can see a little better. Yeah, that's real nice.
It's from the newest movie too. Yeah. So
Oh,
it's like that beginning scene where she's like training with Leia in the jungle or whatever. So he just puts the two characters out, leaves them separated, and draws.
so run, Luke, run.
Run, Luke, run seems very telegraphed here. Yes.
I imagine he's probably gonna try to draw for the lightsaber at this point.
Yep.
Too.
Goes with battle plan, so he has to pay 3 to drain at Endor if he wants to do that.
Like he pointed at power of the hut, or do you point at the object?
I think it was the objective. So yeah, verify of some kind.
Well, I'm sure he's looking for the other piece to flip. What's the other one? The
Establish secret base.
or that one, yeah.
and that's the one that lets you get Endor sights, and then also allows you to flip. And then it goes used if they control the bunker. So that's why having Ephant Mon at the bunker to cancel any spy shenanigans there is a pretty neat idea. I'd even
Right.
kind of consider that as just like an alt start against like no idea. You just like run Power the Hut and Ephant Mon for that particular matchup.
Right.
But it's probably not good enough,
I mean, he's 3-1, so what do we know?
right?
He's obviously won at least 1-1 with this.
And even like most light side decks run 2 or 3 spies. You always think about
Right.
Corn Horn, Jin, Urso. Cassian Andor has been played a lot more. And so
Corrin,
R2D2, Corrin, yes. I mean, you got all these spies. Some versions of Leia are a spy. Like
Yeah.
so, EOPS. Since that bunker is so important to what you're doing, it makes sense to go with a pretty hard counter like Power of the Hut to pull your Ephant Mon and make it so those spies can't screw you over there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, because you look at Dennis's hand, he's got Jin on his hand, he's got
Corn Horn.
Padme, he's got Leia,
Yeah,
Lando.
he'd be all set up to
Like-
go. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Jar Jar would get around Ephant Mon, right? And we
Right.
have seen Jar Jar a couple times today in the throne room decks against those maps that we've seen earlier. But yeah, so Jar Jar does get around Ephant Mon.
Yep. So it looks like he took the drain. We'll see what else he's gonna do this turn. Up, just move. Is that Kessel that he's got? Looks like it.
Yeah, it's Kessel.
And
So you
then
get a
Mustafar.
deployment modifier there. So he's got Kessel and Mustafar. And then your ominous rumors lets you drain for +2 at systems
Right.
for each Endor location that you control. Quite a mercenary cancels Ephant's game text. Okay.
I mean, I believe him.
Yeah, Bob knows his cards.
Like, not something I would know, but cancel Spigler's game text.
There you go. Is it? Yeah. So you just do that, cancel the game text, and then deploy to the bunker and blow him out.
I mean, at this point, it's a lot of work to assume they don't have a Git combo or Git at this point.
Right. Okay, so he drains with Luke, moves to Prophecy. Did Luke ever get his lightsaber? There
Not
it is. There it is.
Yeah. Like I said, I assumed he drew up to eat his lightsaber, or I guess it was at the.
He must have used all. Yeah, he used it because there he pulls it now.
Yeah.
So now they'll be setting up a drain to 3 at the Ewok village.
Yeah. I mean, Dennis has got to go off on the ground at this point because he can't. I don't think he can compete in space really.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with like combat response and all these ships and stuff, and we see TIE cannons in the lost pile. Like this dark side deck seems like it's pretty heavily geared to at
Towards
least
space.
do 2 drains of 2 in space. 2 at Kessel, 2 at the Endor
Right.
system. So then the North Corridor. Dennis plays the Cloud City North Corridor site. It's a pretty common site to be played in a lot of main style decks. See it in Throne Room a fair amount. Your characters with lightsabers are like power +2 there or whatever. And it's a drain 2 site that Darkseid can't put Image of the Dark Lord on. They can't put vehicles there. It's a very restrictive site for the Darkseid to get to. You basically just have to go with characters.
Right. And it's not the best idea to always do.
Right. So that must be the The one battleground that Dennis is putting out besides the Ewok village.
Right. It was like, well, he starts one, so
Starts one. But now he's got three battlegrounds. He's got General Leia at one. He's got Luke
he's
at
got
the other, and then Rey with lightsaber at the other. So
and he's got ultimatum out, so
yeah, he's not losing as much force to those drains. Also goes with the Corn Horn to the lower corridor.
might as well at this point.
Yeah, Leia by
Although,
herself isn't as strong.
right. I mean, I could have also seen him not putting that out and going towards, one of the other sites as well, the non-BG sites that
Mhm. Yeah, you can
got
go
out.
go to like the Mustafar or the blockade flagship or whatever.
Probably Mustafar,
Yeah.
but because at least that's a drain of two. The blockade flagship.
In Mustafar, they can pull Vader in front of you potentially, but
Sure. But it looks like he's gonna have a very small reserve deck to pull from.
yeah.
And he's running. Of course, Vader's in there, but he's running Math Vader, so
Yeah, he's running Space Vader,
right, which is what you expect for
combat response style deck.
right.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like I probably would have gone there and saved that until I could drop something with the lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he still has Jin in his hand, so he can still do that next turn.
He's gonna do force push. See what the response here from Gosse is gonna be. With these three battleground sites occupied by Lightside, he can drain for three at the Ewok village. He can drain for two at the lower corridor.
I mean, it's
So,
costing him 6 to do
it would
that.
cost him to do that, but I mean, seems pretty good to drain for five.
Right, pay 6 drain for 5 seems just fine. It's a deal you'll take almost all day.
Right.
Oh, it looks like he's set up for the anti-throne room too. I saw 2 dark times in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here comes an EPP Maul to Leia. Oh, no, he's going to Luke's site. Phantom Menace. So he goes EPP Maul to Luke's site with the Phantom Menace. So that makes Maul immune to attrition and also defense value 8.
I think I would have gone to the Leia site to be honest.
But then Phantom Menace doesn't work. So I kind of get why he did that.
Sure, but I mean, I just assume Maul's getting hit at this point.
Maul would have unless he has a force field or something to prevent.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 ray cards I saw in his hand earlier were dark times, so
Okay.
I don't think he has a force field.
Yep.
If he did, that would be something I think.
So we'll see if Gosse goes with anything else besides just Maul. I would guess it would just be Maul, but nope. Also Tarkin. I don't know about Tarkin there. Unless you're
Yeah.
gonna put someone else. Okay, he also goes with Ozzel for free to get the extra destiny. There we
Yeah.
go. Okay. So just Tarkin didn't make a lot of sense, but Tarkin
No.
plus Ozzel makes a lot more sense.
Right. And it does look like Dennis has a sorry about the mess combos, so I mean this could go not so well for him because I just see 2 dark times.
Yep.
So this battle could swing in a different way in a hurry. Here comes a blaster deflection.
He swung and missed. Drew 2 ones from what I could tell.
No.
Or a 1 and a 2.
2. So the second swing gets the blaster deflect.
Yeah, if you get to swing twice, you always cancel the second one because the destinies are going to be the same.
That's fair.
And so swings at Tarkin and hits. And sorry about the mess on Tarkin to get rid of that second destiny. And then if Dennis draws higher than Ozzel's forfeit of 4,
No, because Maul's immune to attrition.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Maul is completely immune.
The Tarkin Ozzel is just to get an extra destiny to try to Luke's.
The Tarkin wasn't a Destiny.
He adds one with Ozzel though.
I think Chris. Oh, sorry, Chris. I think in the chat thought he drew Tarkin as Destiny or something.
Oh. I mean, he could have also canceled the Vader draw on the weapon destiny with Tarkin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
And I mean, he
Does
still has
Tarkin work on weapon destinies or just battle
I'm pretty
destinies?
sure he works on what
Okay.
all destiny draws. I mean, I would hope the design advocate would for me, but during battle he just drew a destiny less than a
Okay,
number
so
of
it's
imperials.
during battle. Yeah, cool. Okay, so he could have done that. So we would have redrawn it into the 2 and then drawn another one after that. I guess
He
we
would have
could,
drawn a 5 from the cold feet, so he still would have missed.
because Luke's defense value 7. So
Yeah. So he still would have missed, but it would have been a lot closer.
too bad you don't get anything for getting close.
Oh sure.
Looks like he did get. Okay, no, that was just a destiny draw that he moved. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he was clearing Luke, but no, it was just the destiny.
Nope. Luke and Maul are gonna stare at each other. And the funny thing is, if Dennis had gone for the Maul play there, he would have been able to, hit Maul and him from the table. Have
Yeah, but
Um,
like Tarkin plus Ozzel is 2 destiny, and they could crack Luke's immunity. So
possibly.
I think
I
he
mean,
probably did the right thing by getting rid of Tarkin.
he could have also, um, you know, left one of them alive too with his
Yeah.
Destiny draw too.
Yeah.
With him drawing Destiny second, he could see what happens if his Luke stays. He could decline Destiny.
Decline destiny and leave the one character there or whatever.
Right. Or something along those lines, and make him have to figure out a different plan, or even just draw Destiny to, because Ozzel forfeits for 4.
4, yeah.
So if you get under a 4, he has to keep them both,
Yeah.
or has to keep one of them.
He has to keep one, yeah. To keep
So
the Tarkin.
because he at least draws.
Yeah.
But then you can drop down a beat squad on him. Whereas now, like, I don't know, the Maul, it's hard to drop a beat down squad on him. You can still do it. It's just
It's a lot
he's
harder.
Yeah, he's also gonna remove a bunch of your stuff off the table too. So it needs to be a beat down squad that's gonna possibly end the game.
True. We'll see what Dennis comes up with here.
But I mean, it also stops a drain of 3 by leaving Maul.
That it does.
Whereas I think if you had Tarkin left over, Tarkin's gonna probably move in front of Rey or something to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And F-Op Man might have moved over to reinforce Tarkin too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a lot happier that it's still Maul. Maul's still fully immune. He's got a higher defense value, but I mean, you still have to be worried about losing the game on this turn because you could just get overflowed for a bunch with Maul if you don't have a Gick.
Right. And
Comes
he
down
did-
with like Screaming Lando and
I didn't see what he got with Point Man, so that he played. I should have been paying attention for that, but he could have easily
gotten a
not have
Gick
it,
or a.
and you don't feel too comfortable sitting there without it.
Yeah. For sure. There's Lando. Coming in there against Maul.
Is it yawning, Lando?
Screaming Lando.
He's yawning.
I feel like I've been yawning a bunch in this last game.
Me
Need
too.
to get some caffeine in my system after this one.
I finished all my caffeine.
So, also Hera.
Yeah, I mean, I assume Dennis.
So that now
down
it's
with-
3 destinies that he's drawing.
I assume he's gonna come down with as much as possible at this point.
I played against Joe Olsen. Both my losses are to Joe Olsen.
So, yeah, Dan just lost his 5th game, but he's still 3-2. And he's got 2 losses against Joe Olson and 3 wins against everybody else. So at least you can't play Joe anymore.
Yep,
So
Maul got hit.
Maul got hit by Luke's lightsaber. Who got swung at that time by Maul?
Somebody got hit.
They
We'll
got
find out who.
first aid combo to restore their.
So Luke.
Yeah, it was Luke. So Luke got hit, Maul got hit, but then Dennis is gonna grab. Is gonna have 3 battle destinies in this battle.
Man, all those high destinies just whomped off the table.
Yeah,
I also don't think I would have gone after Lando. I think I would have gone after Hera because make him pay the upkeep
yep.
tax, whatever.
Draws a 1 and a 0 and a 5.
And he already used Hera too.
Yeah.
He used it on one of the lightsaber swings.
Oh
I mean, he still
man.
gets plus something from the stupid effect that Chris Kelly made. So you know.
It's just funny that he drew a 0 and a 1 and a 5. If those had all been like 5s, this game could be over. If
Right.
Gosse doesn't have a gig, which I don't
I mean,
think he
it's still
does,
not pretty. I mean, it's Lando, Luke, and Hera are
against
power.
Maul. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
like 12. That's like 16 power plus
Right.
another 6 that he added. So yeah,
Well, and
should be
like my
like
father adds one.
yeah. So yeah, he not counting all that either.
Yeah, so he actually adds 3 from those 3 draws. So you're looking at 9 plus 16 is 25 to Maul and a 5, I believe. Like, I love Chris with this. I'm still watching. I can
If
hear you.
you notice all of those things that you've been saying about it, it's all Robbie is saying that, not this guy.
I've left Peter alone. I'm not really sure why he didn't play 80 yard.
Oh yeah, he had his dark time in his hand. Yeah, that does seem a little bad.
I mean, it saves him 3. Like, saves him 3 points. Like, that's something at least.
Yep.
Unless he has the Gick, in which case it.
Oh, he does have the Gick. Okay, I didn't think he did, but he does.
Yeah, I was like, that's the only reason you don't play a Dark Time there is to. It's because you have the Gick and he can't. Thought he could get the Emperor with that.
What
Oh,
with
no.
the imbalance combo?
Yeah, you can't. It's a character with ability less than 6. And the Phantom Menace should go use it as well.
Yeah. We are not actively judging, so
Yep. Unfortunately,
the
we're not.
players will police themselves.
Or if not, they'll be ridiculed online
Yep.
for sloppy play.
Oh, there.
I mean,
He did put the Phantom Menace used just now.
To be fair, there's a lot of stuff going on,
Right.
and it's a lot to keep a track with, and you know,
And you're more worried
so much
about
stuff
you got so many things
being-
that you're more worried about, like your next turn or what their next turn is going to be, and
Right.
just little small details tend to slip through the fingers every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think they're still figuring out the
Like
math
the aftermath
for
well,
this
like,
battle.
Yeah, because Luke was hit. He got his forfeit restored from first aid.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're trying to figure out which way the order goes as far as flipping him back or not.
Ah,
Because he forfeited Lando first, and then Maul goes. So then technically, I think he should flip his objective back over, and then he forfeits Luke, and his objective stays flipped.
that could make sense to me. As they're definitely figuring that out in regards to flipping the objective. So I think they're going to go with it's going to be on the 0 side with Hera still there. And then it'll probably just move Ray over to hang out with Hera. 'Cause Hera doesn't draw on her own, right?
I think she is. No, I don't. I take that back. I don't think she does. Okay, yeah. So it still flips back because he doesn't have Luke or a Jedi.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, he only has Ray and Leia, Corrin, and stuff.
Right.
Doesn't have
And
any.
that Leia is not a Jedi either. So it
She
gets,
is not. She's ability 5.
and then I'm pretty sure Hera does not draw.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she doesn't. She can do the redraw thing, and she can do the.
She just adds one with
Yeah.
an Imperial 2. It's actually kind of silly because I believe Hera from the show, which
Yeah.
she was really good at what she did.
Yeah, we can
Actually,
make.
with her, it would have made more sense to say draws one if unable to otherwise while piloting.
Yeah, there you go. Because she is a really good pilot, yeah.
I mean, I get that's why they gave her the +3 for piloting. I mean, not too many characters get +3.
Yeah, that's true. Unless you're on light side. Solo and Hera and Ray.
Solo,
and
Hera, Wedge.
Ray. Poe.
At this point, they need to start making a 4. Alright, so let's
Looks like Gus is going to do a 4-strain at the Endor system for 2.
Yep. See what Dennis loses off the top.
AJR and something else.
Ray,
Ray. And then he puts the Emperor down at the docking bay.
the illegally gotten Emperor.
And Boba
Not that I
Fett
think
and Slave
since-
1.
Since we did have this conversation while you were not around, I don't think he's cheating. He is one of the nicest players I've ever met.
No,
Like,
I don't think he's cheating.
I'm sure once he finds out he accidentally grabbed this with imbalance combo and you can't do that, like
He'll be.
he'll be kind of embarrassed.
Yeah. But like honestly, we've had small little misplays like that in every one of the games today.
Yeah.
And like I told
I mean, this-
I told Harpster like, hey, you could have with Walkling instead of getting launched in the assault, you could have pulled relatively unprotected. And he's like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. So I mean, there's like you said, there's so
Well,
much going on, and
he and his opponent missed.
yeah,
it,
he
right?
handed the whole deck to Eric, and
Right.
Eric didn't.
And relatively unprotected was like near the top when he handed it over.
Yeah.
Like
And that card always catches your attention because it's a Destiny 7 card. Like,
right. But then you read deploy on table and you miss the other part, where it says
Yeah.
deploy on a starship.
Yep. Or a vehicle, right? It can also go on Blizzard 4 or Blizzard 1 or whatever.
Now you're asking me for obscure text on a card I've never played in my
I'm pretty
life.
sure.
Yep, destroyer, star destroyer or vehicle.
I think Dennis just drew into the lower corridor. It's obviously a site that he runs, but
Yeah.
there's no way to pull it in his deck. He just, you can play like a control tunnel vision or use 3PO or something to try to get at it. But yeah, he just runs that site because it's a really strong site for light side mains. Vehicles can't go there. Image of the Dark Lord can't go there. Like you saw, Gase played an Image of the Dark Lord here on the Ewok village, but you can't play that on lower corridor because it's not a planet site. So yeah, that's just a really good. Like Throne Room has played that site for ever since that site probably came out, just because it's so good with your characters with lightsabers or power +2 there, and
It's fluctuated because,
it also works with rescue in the clouds because they're at mobile
Right.
sites.
but like you said, it's fluctuated because it's not pullable.
Right.
Like it depends on what Throne Room's trying to do and what Dark
Mhm.
Side's trying to do. If
Totally.
Dark Side mains or if Dark Side vehicles isn't a big thing, then they were running
Battle planes or
right, the battle planes, because you could pull that. But then, like, I've certainly caught people with the Naboo battle planes and everything in, like, Dark Senate, where that's their only battleground, and I've got 1,000 ways to stop you from draining them.
Yep.
So,
you can put projections on there or Image of the Dark Lord. You can put
I mean,
vehicles
spy
there,
down,
spies.
Sergeant's Order is a lot easier to do.
Yep.
I guess he's gonna try to force lightning Luke. No.
Maybe he was just pulling it with the Emperor
Oh.
there.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
But
just
man,
go with Luke and lightsaber in front of the Emperor.
that's some pretty big plays there.
Plays a TIE fighter that Colonel Jendon and Onyx won to
That's
the
a
docking
react.
bay as well.
What was his react?
Oh, that's just a react.
Just for forfeit.
Yeah, I mean, I just said it was an AI that we gave away this weekend. But.
And then you showed it on stream too.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Which-
hit. He
Did-
hit the
with
force
oh,
lightning.
because the Phantom Menace.
He hit with the force lightning.
So he tracked around the Phantom Menace.
No,
and
he
used-
shuffled.
Oh, it was just blind.
Yeah, he pulled it with He pulled the force lightning that turn. So he just blind. I mean, it's unfortunate that you know, Emperor got hit already, but yeah,
Wow.
that's
So
certainly a
blind Force Lightning on Luke
for a 7.
for a 7. Draws the 7. That's pretty nuts.
I think he could have gotten a 6 because I think it's 6.
Because yeah, the Phantom Menace went used last turn, but I don't know if he shuffled it or not.
No,
Robbie
he did.
said he did.
None of us is paying attention to it.
I'm a little more distracted, so
Yeah, no. It's hard not to be when
people are walking by asking you questions and stuff.
well, just when Dan walks by,
Right.
you're gonna stop and pay attention to Dan,
Sorry.
unless you're Justin and don't check your Facebook. No, Chris, it wasn't like the movies. In the movies, Luke didn't have some stupid effect powering him up beyond belief.
Rooting for Dennis.
I mean, I think Dennis has a decent sized lead, but he's kind of running a little bit low now.
Yeah. But he's going to use Walkling to get his Luke's lightsaber back.
Right.
It's always a good plan.
The flipping force is not an effect that he had. It was just part of him. So it looks like it's what, drain of 1, 2, 3, 4 this turn.
Because he doesn't have...
5,
Yeah.
6? Oh, he doesn't have
He
resistance.
doesn't have resistance, so it's going to be 3 at Kessel.
3
and
at
then-
Endor.
I
Right,
don't
or
think...
4.
Endor doesn't
Oh, no.
get the bonus.
That's right, Tom. That's right.
So it would just be 5 total.
No, plus 1 at the docking bay.
And then 1 at the docking bay, yeah. So it'd be 6,
So
6, yeah. And I guess that's...
Because Colonel Jindon's chilling. That's not the outcome you expected from that battle at all.
Not really. A crazy Force Lightning, man.
Oh man, you never expect, like, when going into that battle, you're like, all right, I'm gonna play this ship here as like forfeit fodder.
Yeah. And now it's
Oh,
just
look.
controlling
Now
the site.
Right now, it's giving me battle order, a battle plan, and a drain of 1.
Train of 1 with Colonel
Power 0.
Jindon.
With my power 0.
Goes with Onyx 2 to Endor. Plays a shield with Onyx 2.
Man, you know, it's almost like he's getting close to being shield busted, but oh no,
They're all
all these
bonus
are for-
shields. I think
Yeah.
he's played 1 natural shield and 3 bonus shields.
Shocking, Colonel Jindon doesn't chill at the docking bay.
Doesn't move prophecy either. That's only 4 more ability. Ability 7 pilots are pretty good.
I mean, sure. And unfortunately, it looks like he just drew a pile of poop compared to what he probably wanted to draw.
Senate. What kind of Senate is it?
Alright, so let's see what Dennis does this turn. He's got to make some sort of response because I think he's definitely behind, but he's got a decent sized hand.
Yeah, I mean he can. He's all decide if he wants to decide to pay to drain at the lower corridor or not. The other drain,
Yeah, he's probably not going to do.
but he
I mean, it's
can.
a
If he
drain of
drains
one.
the lower corridor, he can move the prophecy there and start getting that to be a drain of 3.
Right. I mean, he's got to look at trying to go to space here soon, I would imagine, to try to just put a nail in the coffin on this game.
But I mean, right now, Gase does have all 3 systems on the table occupied
Right.
with decent
Right.
things, at least.
Right.
Like,
I mean, obviously, he's not going to go at Fett because Fett's at the best
yeah,
location.
you probably go at Thrawn in the cruiser. Or
I
the,
could
the
see you also
ties.
going
The
the
ties add an
ties.
extra destiny when they're together, don't they? Onyx,
Do they?
Onyx 2 and Onyx 1. I think, yeah, you'll get 2 destiny and it's like 10 power for those 2 ships. So I think Thrawn and the space cruiser is probably where he's most. Plus, you have to pay extra to deploy to Endor.
Oh yeah, yeah, and
So
yeah, you're right.
yeah, here we go. So that's the profundity. And as predicted, it goes to Mustafar.
And he didn't pay to drain.
He didn't pay
So
to drain, so he's going to have more force available. Although, if you guys see, he could have paid to drain at the corridor, moved the prophecy over there.
yeah, I mean, I assume he's gonna drop down Poe and Tantive here.
Probably be Poe Dameron and something else. Maybe.
I mean, he's got Tantive, so I can't imagine him not dropping.
There's Poe Dameron on profundity. So there's 2 destiny and 9 power.
And immunity to less than 5.
And immune less than 5. Thrawn on the Jabba space cruiser.
That's not something you ever thought you'd.
Yeah. Alien Thrawn on the space cruiser. There's the Tantive.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine him not dropping Tantive. Like,
Bill, how'd it go? Not so well. So 3 and 2 now. After the 3 and 0 start, it's all crumbling down.
Bill's gonna start drinking.
Bill's gonna start drinking, is what Robbie says.
Actually, I rephrase that. Bill's gonna start drinking.
Well, actually, no, Joe's my fantasy team, so I
I do want to tell you that my fantasy team is crushing me. Except I'm the weak link. But I'm the fifth player, so. Eric Hunter, Stubley, and Dennis.
nice. Justin Mashiro, Snubly, Olsen, and another one. I'm blanking right now. Crap. Maybe I'm not high enough.
Okay.
It's so interesting, like walking past people. Like,
There's that awesome sight draw.
BO and then whiff of pot.
What was that?
He's been tracking around that site in Hujix for Destiny. So
Yeah, he's definitely drawn. Is that the Boss Nash chambers?
yes.
He's drawn that
Hujix.
twice for Destiny, the Boss Nash.
Yep, Dennis is tracking that around for some.
There's
great
no
Destiny stuff.
no light side overloads, so could be worse.
It looks like he had to lose Thrawn from power difference.
Yep,
We'll see either Tantive or Poe go, I imagine.
Tantive.
I can't. Yeah, I mean it's got to be Tantive. Why would you?
When
lose
you
Poe?
keep your extra destiny and your immunity to
Immunity.
attrition. All right. So, I mean, Dennis establishes a space presence a little bit, but we'll see if
It's not-
Gase has some
He's
more
gonna drop
ships.
Vader in his tie, I believe.
Vader and the shuttle.
Yeah. Because he drew Vader, so Vader's gonna be on bottom. I think he's got Vader's shuttle in his hand, so he's gonna probably drop that there next turn. And he's just putting that back to probably
He's paying 3 for an accelerate, so that makes me think he has an effect in mind that he wants.
maybe lat damage.
Yeah, maybe a lateral damage.
I hear that's a pretty good effect to pull.
He pulled something, but I didn't quite see what it was. Is that lateral damage? That no escape. That was no escape.
Hit Thrawn back. To get poopy head back.
But this is still Dennis's turn. Dennis hasn't
Correct.
recirculated yet. So yeah, there we go.
But like he's been drawing cards, so
Yeah.
at this point there isn't anything left other than
Well, Dennis has Poe. He gets 2 there.
No, no, I'm saying it is. Okay. Just go see. Is it
EBO with Power of the Hut. Yeah, it's interesting. It's different. It's not map, so I'm glad.
Did he say EBO?
Yeah.
weird because
Endor Ops.
Endor Ops plus Power of the Hut,
Apparently we were bad at switching those two.
so but he's not playing the effects, it looks like.
I know it's like EBO, but it's
Yeah.
not EBO.
Yeah. Yeah, like these are a start.
Yeah, he's missing
I didn't see an established control, but
He hasn't got that out yet.
I don't know if he's playing it or if.
Yeah, I don't know if
intends
he's
to
playing established
that.
secret base because I feel like he would have had it out by now.
One would think,
yeah, because that would have been
but
And then that limits you to 1 destiny everywhere.
right, like I'm surprised it's not there because it makes sense that you would want to flip that objective. That objective's flip side.
He hasn't put it. He just got. He has it in his hand still. He hasn't played
Unless
it yet.
he's worried about it being canceled or something, but yeah, I mean I don't know if he just hasn't been able to piece it together, or if he lost it early or something. I missed it.
Yeah, I feel like he would have had it out by now.
I mean he's paying to drain. So.
He searched for it several times,
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure he just couldn't piece it together early enough, and then
and it's just been constantly floating through his deck, and he can't find it, or maybe buried in his force pile or something.
yeah, I mean it could have also just got lost too.
Yeah, could have top decked it.
Also, I've been surprised. It's not every day that you see Hitco with not Luke on.
okay, another's bound.
Yeah, Dennis played Battle Plan. It's one of these. I think it's that one right there.
Oh my God, shocking! Because of the Vader and the shuttle.
Right?
Never saw that coming.
Not. Yeah, didn't see that coming. Not at all. Vader. Shuttle against Poe.
Yeah, no escape to get Thrawn back and
Dennis plays a Hear Me Baby Hold Together.
play a free shield. Because I don't
Sense
think
Shield.
I don't think I have you now. Or
Yeah, wasn't really do much
and
here.
weapons or
Ceasefire.
ceasefire have been played.
You're gonna battle in space against Poe.
Yeah, he can't play Thrawn. He doesn't have enough force.
Yeah, he probably didn't have enough to deploy Thrawn.
That's pretty good.
My Poe.
But then Vader can subtract 2 from one of them.
Oh no, I was saying about his draw.
Okay, so it's 6. Yeah, that's
I mean, he's gonna lose the space cruiser here, I'm sure.
Yeah, you just lose the Jabba Space Cruiser. Did
And
Dark-
Dennis has to probably lose. Dennis has to lose Poe.
okay.
So yeah, he loses Space Cruiser, and also Gosse had to stack a card on Conflict.
Yeah, but Poe's going bye-bye.
Looks like Poe's still there.
He drew a 5, I thought.
Did Dennis subtract 1 or something?
I didn't see anything.
I don't know from what.
Thought you did.
I thought he drew a cold feet.
I thought it was a decree, which would be a 4, right?
Decree would be a 4. I mean, it had to be then.
Oh no, I thought he drew.
I thought he.
He
Okay.
drew all power to weapons was the card that
Oh,
he drew for
was it?
Destiny, which that one's definitely a 4.
Yeah, that's.
My bad. Davis versus.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Sorry, I thought it was
Somebody was paying
It's all
attention.
good. That makes one of us.
Yeah. Now
Who are
he's
paying
taking a
attention.
drain. Now he's taking a drain of 3, and he's Dennis, and then a drain of 1, and then Dennis can just flee and keep Poe in space.
So yeah, it should be a drain of 2 at the Cloud City
Oh,
site,
right.
and then he has to
1.
move Prophecy.
Uh-oh. Guess who's back? Back again.
Justin's back. EPPOB goes to the docking bay. It's gonna flip him. Lock the door and hope they don't have blasters.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over.
You're right. I don't see much. I mean, Goss can do some more space
He
draining,
can.
but
Right, he's just. I mean, Dennis looks like he's got about 20 cards, feels like, in his reserve. It's at least 15, and it's probably closer to 20, and um, Goss looks like he's got probably about 10.
yeah, maybe a dozen.
He's not satisfying battle plan,
Nope.
and Dennis
All the
is.
battleground sites are taken over by Dennis.
Right. Dennis is certainly looking at a drain of 2, 1, and 1. Although, oh no, I guess he doesn't have to move Prophecy because Ray's there now.
That's true.
So,
Jin Urso goes to the Mustafar Vader's
Mustafar.
castle
which is what I thought he would do a while.
way earlier.
I
and
guess
just
he was
move.
playing. I mean, he could find the Hujik, so it made sense that he
Yeah.
was playing a little safe. Yeah, just go to Kessel and chill there, and there's no reason to try to block a drain. Just be safe. Like,
Yeah.
you know he's got Thrawn in hand, so
Dennis got his list pretty much on.
Yeah, this one's on lockdown.
yeah.
Rey Skywalker.
She doesn't. Rey's not a Skywalker. She's a Palpatine.
Spoiler alert. Gah.
If you haven't seen it by now, I'm doing you a favor. I'm doing you a favor to not go watch that movie.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, seriously, in that entire movie, they put Wedge in for what 10 seconds?
Not
Have
even.
have him say nice flying Lando, and Lando can't say nice shooting Wedge. He
Nope.
just says nice shooting. Come on,
Nope.
that's some shenanigans.
Yep.
I mean, I get that people want to see Rey as a Skywalker in the game, but I think it would be so much cooler to actually have her identify as a Palpatine in some way in this game.
Yeah, I think her being a Skywalker in our game would be a little too much because there's just too much built around Skywalkers.
Well, and we've also made Rey stupidly powerful with their
Rey
two guns.
Quadraneros. I like that one better.
Rey Binks. That's pretty good.
Ray Binks. All right, so we'll see how this one. See, I think Gase is pretty much in a point where he's just trying to stretch it out, but
Right.
I don't think there's much he can be doing here to keep any pressure on. He's got like 2 drains in space, but I don't even know if he can afford to pay for them both.
He can't pay for them both and do something at this
Right.
point, and then he's gonna take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 next turn. 8 next turn. 9. I'm better.
I don't think there's any plans to make a dark side Ray. I think you're safe there, Sergeant Trey.
Wait, what dream? I saw nothing. It was less time. There was less time of Darkseid Ray than there was of screen. Our community can agree if we use a.
You spelled pole wrong. Pole. Just smack them upside the head till they agree with you.
Yeah, that's about the only poll that I can imagine getting our community to agree on. Yeah, so it looks like
So it
Merrick
goes
Steel and
Saber
what?
1.
Saber 1?
Plays all power to make it immune.
Sure.
How you doing, Scott?
I mean, this is just desperation at this point.
The image that was reversed on the streaming. We can see opposite direction. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
I guess it is backwards.
Can you reverse the image?
What's
I could
backwards?
try that. The banner behind me.
Oh yeah, you're flipped on this screen for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
Was that Robbie?
That's Rob, yeah.
If I went and looked at the Discord, your head's the other way.
Scott Lingrell says hi, Rob.
Oh, hey Scott. Nice court deck.
It's the webcam doing it, not anything we're doing. I'll check
Well,
it
no,
after
it's-
this game.
It's Twitch doing it because you're right on the Discord.
Oh, okay.
So when I'm watching you in Discord right now, I see Endor Grand Prix perfect.
Okay.
But if I switch to Twitch, your head is flipped on the other side. Like it just mirrors this.
Okay. I can check that. Whatever. It's not the end of the world.
Right. It's actually very not really readable anyway.
Yeah. Do we know how much time is left in this round?
Infinite.
Thanks, Dan.
They had like a nice little break.
What did you say?
He said infinite.
Oh, that was literally what I was about.
Seconds also times in the world.
Now I wish I would have just blurted it out.
Two. I'm playing like next.
And we cannot play next. We cannot play next round.
Yeah. Both my
Jedi
losses.
Lev to retrieve Luke, I would imagine.
If you're strength schedule.
Yeah, but I still have to go what 3-0.
So he's got code clearance, so Jedi level stack on code clearance.
But if I go 5-3, it's gonna be like
So now all force retrieval from Gase is limited, or from Dennis will be minus
Sure.
1.
As if I mean for his last 5 force that he's got left.
Yep.
So 1 turn. It's fair trade.
Fair trade.
I don't know.
I imagine it's going to just be a Luke that.
That's
Dennis
what I
will
would
get.
assume. Just Luke on, and then drop it with Jin, and
I'll tell you what.
Battle against Vader. We can go with Lando there, I guess.
yeah, I mean 2 Destiny.
Oh, he could go Padme and just cancel Vader's game text.
Well, that would, I mean,
Still deciding which character he's going to Jedi love.
it's
Didn't know you
Jin
were there.
Skywalker, right?
Jin Skywalker?
Yeah, so
No, she's Jin Orzo, like the pasta.
Skywalker pasta. They cover up the nice AI.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure because someone gave
Did
those
they-
out this morning, and apparently people put them in their decks immediately. So
Oh, is that not something that's official?
no, it's not official.
Oh. And we've already showed it on stream.
Whatever. I think we're a little too worried
If we-
about some of that stuff sometimes. You
if we
think
get
you think
shut
someone
down
from
for it.
Disney is watching this right now? Then
If anybody from Disney's watching it, you should hire me to fix the Star Wars movie
there you go.
before shutting this down.
Yeah. Time in the round.
Because seriously, your movie sucks.
They shouldn't need it though. At least looking at.
They should have some more time because they had that nice little long interchange with.
Oh no, this game is actually just over now because this is the last turn.
Yeah.
That side, so no stream.
Okay.
Remember, dark side over.
Alright, so we'll see the resolution of this one. I mean, Dennis clearly looks ahead. Just kind of depends by how much.
Right. Justin. Did you see Justin?
Yes, I did.
I mean, you know, he ain't lying.
He's not wrong. He's just an asshole.
I can't even say that at this point. I don't know what's going on with the website, but man, there's some weird ass shit.
Yeah. I don't know all that stuff, so.
I don't either. Did we get DDoS by? If Disney can figure out how to DDoS somebody but can't make a good Star Wars movie, then. Wait, why are we still moving? This is legit the last turn. None of this matters.
So yeah, but I guess Dennis will get to take the last turn.
Well, I
He's
mean,
doing that right now.
yeah. So like, but he's moving his guys around. Understand?
Did he just draw more cards?
Yeah, he's drawing cards and he's moving guys. Like, matters.
Moved the prophecy over.
Justin, the other games are finishing. That's our updates on those so far. Bill lost and Dan lost, right?
We know that. We had 2 4-0s left, and they played each other. Both of the Hunter brothers were 4-0, and I think they were the only 4-0s left.
I thought we still had one more after the previous one. Oh, you know, you're right. Yeah, we only had. They were the only two left.
So after this, there'll be 1 5-0, either Eric or Hayes. One of the whoever
or
wins.
Hayes, yeah.
So that they were playing that one. Eric was playing his EBO versus Hayes's map. I didn't want to have 3 straight maps in a row. That's why I didn't put that game on stream. Sorry, guys.
That also would have been not as interactive.
Right.
Um,
So Ugase is gonna drain.
apparently he gets another turn.
Apparently he gets another turn. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe there was some late start or
Yeah.
something. But I heard time was called, and then
Yeah. There's established secret base, and he flips.
oh, maybe
He
they just let him take a
flips
turn so he can
after
flip his
time is
objective.
called,
Gotta give him props for staying with that flip.
and then he lands stuff to cancel 4 strains. It's like these guys have more time than
What we
the other people, but I've been recording this game for over an hour now.
I mean, if he had been able to get his objective flip a long time ago,
Yeah,
limiting that Poe to 1 Destiny in space would have been huge.
right. So is Dennis taking another turn here, or what do we got?
I mean, he gets one because he was light side player.
Yeah.
He didn't go first. So yeah, if we only have 1 5-0, then it looks like there's probably gonna be probably 2 or 3 5.
Yeah. Yeah, since I figured there'd still be like
And a 2
2 or 3 4-0s instead of just. Will do, Justin. Will do.
He came on stream, but you weren't here for that, Justin. You had to go. Couldn't just.
So
hang around
yeah,
with
there's
us.
the end of that one. Dennis wins by about 10, probably.
I think it's like 15.
Yeah, it shouldn't really matter too much.
I mean, no, that was still a good size stack on there.
Yeah.
Somebody's pointing at Merrick Steele. What did we miss?
I don't know.